ask AI how to fix the fight that you're having with your boyfriend, and you'll get communication scripts, tips on how to build deeper physical intimacy, or a cute little 3-step ceremony to clear the cords and the entities attached to you. And it can be helpful. All of these tips can be very, very helpful until you're halfway through the script that ChatGPT created for you, and you start to choke on your words because your heart is pounding and your palms get sweaty and your face flushes and you don't know what you were saying and you start to panic and your mind starts telling you stories that he's going to hate you. This is why AI prompts, while they can be really helpful, these cute little scripts that it drops us don't work. I just had this happen in my planning of these videos for you, where I had AI split this big topic into 3 separate things and write me talking points because I riff off of the talking points. And then as I'm going through it, I'm like, it's all saying the same thing. It's all saying the same thing. This isn't actually going to work when I'm actually, as a human being, speaking to you, wanting to give you my best focused attention on what it means to be a human in this wild and crazy, emotionally insane world that we live in. I can't just follow an AI script. It's not going to work because as a human being, I am tapping into so much more than just the language. I am tapping into an energetic frequency of what it wants to come through me, what bubbles up through me. So AI will give you stuff like active listen. Make sure you active listen. It will say use I statements during conflict, which, by the way, it pulls all of this from all of the self help books that have been written by humans over however many decades, right? It will say, take deepen your sensuality, do eye gazing. Or it'll say, here's a full moon ceremony. Do this full moon ceremony together. And these are, I would tell my clients to try most of these things except for the full moon ceremony. I would try these. I would say, try these things. But this is what's missing when you just get it from AI, which is also why self help books don't work and why they sit on your shelf and aren't used. Because active listening is a skill that you need to practice. When I was first trained in active listening and reflective listening, this was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever done. It was in my second year of counselor training. And we had to practice. It was an experiential program. And the way that we practiced is one person acted as the client, and then the other person was the counselor who was listening. Reflective listening is where you listen deeply to the person in front of you. And then when they are complete with their speaking, so you're not interrupting them, when they are complete, you reflect back to them what you heard in your own words and then ask them if you missed anything or if you got it right. Oh, I remember this feeling so hard because what was happening for me and may happen for you, because I teach this to the couples that I work with and the women in my group program Sanctuary. We dive into how you do this communication. But what ChatGPT can't give you with this, do this reflective listening, and this is how you do the reflective listening, is that you will run into all of your beliefs and your nervous system will potentially freak out because it's never done it before. So, reflective listening takes a level of being willing to get it wrong, to mishear the person, and to misunderstand the person. And if you're a people pleaser, if you're scared of upsetting people, you're going to run into that because you will either check out because it's too much, so you'll dissociate, or you will be listening so intently that you're and trying to remember every single thing that they said that you won't actually be feeling them and they won't feel heard and you won't actually be in connection because you'll be so stressed about getting it right. And when you can learn the skill of reflective listening, what happens is you're actually in such presence and trust of, I will hear what I need to hear, that then when you reflect back what you heard, this is my experience of it, it just flows out of me. And I have this lens of radical curiosity and I'm willing to have missed something. And I'm like, if I missed something or misunderstood something or got something wrong, please tell me so that I more deeply understand you. And that is something that can only be practiced human to human and takes some patience to learn if it's not something that you've done a lot in your life, because we're not taught how to do this. We're not taught to be in presence with another person. Now, using I statements, a very great tip. I give this to my women and my couples that I work with as well. Speak from the I. This can get so messy because saying, I felt like you attacked me is not an I statement. Saying, I thought you were really rude to me is not an I statement. An I statement is, I'm feeling really sad right now because we're disconnected. I'm feeling really confused because my heart is pounding and I don't know how to speak and tell you what's going on. I'm feeling quite upset in this moment, and I know that I need to breathe in order to have this conversation that I really want to have with you. And I don't know how to do that right now. Those are I statements. And those are also a skill that is developed over time in relationship to another person. Can you see the difference between those I statements? And the difference between like both of those examples that I gave you is that you have created trust and safety within yourself first, where you are like, okay, I can take care of me here, even if this goes sideways, even if this person across from me gets upset or misunderstands me. I have created enough trust within myself to do this. And you can't script that. That's not a cute little ceremony that you can do because even in ceremony, your nervous system can get triggered by something. Even in ceremony, like I have been in ceremony before where the person leading the ceremony is says something and the tone of voice that they say or the words that they use or something that reminds someone of their childhood can send someone totally into a dysregulated state, even though that intention is not there. You need safety in yourself and trust in yourself in order to create safety and trust in your relationships. And your chatbot will not teach you how to do that because it is experiential. You need to be in the trenches of being a messy human. Another thing that your chatbot will do, oh my goodness, it cracks me up and it kind of pisses me off when AI does this to me. It goes, here's your next step. Here's your next step. Here's your next step. Oh my goodness, please stop with the next steps. Here's what to try next. Here's your ceremony. Do you want me to craft a new moon thing? Do you want me to craft a cord cutting thing? It's like I feel my whole system get all buzzy when it throws this stuff at me. And I'm like, no, I don't want anything else right now. Thank you. When we as people, humans, are in a constant state of doing we are moving forward, this constant, like, I have to do what's next and what's next and what's next and what's next. And our whole world, a lot of our world operates this way, right? Where's the next growth? Where's the next thing? What are you going to do next? What's next? What's next? Oh my God. It is exhausting. Does it not exhaust you? Because it exhausts me. What this does to our nervous systems is it sends us into a fight flight state, moving, 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 which can eventually lead to a shutdown state or a people pleasing state. And sometimes we just need to be. As one of my teachers used to say, we are, and I'm sure this is something that's said everywhere, but it's like we are human beings, not human doings. And I remember this really struck me when I was working with my first therapist about 10 years ago. And I was always I'm a good student. I was a good self-development student, always willing to do the next thing and the next thing and confront that fear and do that process. Oh my goodness, I did it all. I did it all. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Which was great. But I was getting so exhausted and I got stuck in this loop of there's something to fix. I always have something to fix. And my therapist we were talking about something, and she goes, "Would you like to take a next step with that?" And it was going to be like some chair work with my inner child or my parent or something like that. And I looked at her and my whole face collapsed and I burst into tears. And I'm like, no, no. And it was such a pivotal moment for me because I used to just say, yes, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. And I was just like, I am so exhausted in the doing. A Stellar's Day Jay just landed outside, distracted me. They're so pretty. It's like when we're caught in the doing, I wasn't integrating what I'd been learning because it was constantly like, I have to fix this and I have to fix this and I have to fix this. We're not here to exist that way. There is such medicine in marinating in what we've learned, in contemplating, in percolating in what we've learned. Such medicine. This is where our epiphanies come from. This is where our nervous systems get to calm down and just be. You're not a project. You're not a script that's here to be written. You're here to feel your way through your human experience, which is really scary because there is no map. You are a very unique person. You have very specific ways that you feel and engage with the world. You have specific beliefs about yourself and other. You have emotional expressions and experiences that are unique to you. They're all going to be different than the way that I experience the world. And that's what makes humanity so beautiful and fascinating and also so terrifying and scary to be in relationship because we haven't been taught how to just be with one another, to be radically curious about the other person's experience without going into a fight, flight, freeze, fawn response. Real relational presence is when you feel seen, you feel heard. It is when you can just sit next to someone and you feel your systems co creating and calibrating. It is when someone goes, "Oh my God, that really sucks. And I'm so sorry that that happened." That is so much more valuable often, not all the time, but often, than, "Oh, did you try this?" Or "Here's the meaning behind it." It matters so much when we can just be with someone and go, "Yeah, That really sucks. And I'm sorry that happened because that is curiosity about another person's experience. That is a willingness to just be in the human with someone. That matters more. That's all we need as babies. Our nervous systems are still wired that way. That's all we need. It's our minds that want more. So I'm really curious what your experience with AI has been like in relationships. Do you use it? Do you hate it? Tell me more. I want to know because lots of people have different experiences of AI, and how it works for them and how it doesn't. I think it's a tool that we can use, and we can't give it our power. You are the ultimate authority of you. You have sovereignty. Your ability to use it as a tool to then bring into your relationships is brilliant. But remember, your relationship, your relational expression between each other's physical bodies, nervous systems, hearts, voices matters deeply. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next video.